This could break the brain function improvement industry in half. You're about to discover a program so powerful, it's designed to repair mental sharpness and give anyone who uses it the best mental alertness with boosted memory and attention in a matter of weeks. Its inventors have been conveniently silenced and forced to live in the shadows by Big Pharma for the past 15 years. Mainstream media refuses to make their story public, even though it could save millions. Your own doctor, under Big Pharma's strict orders, will refuse to say a word about its existence. And yet, this major full mental health restoring discovery is too important to be kept buried. So if you're here, put your phone on silent, close the door, and make sure you watch every second of this video. Because in just 3 minutes from now, you'll know exactly what's making your mental abilities decline. Whether you realize it or not, how to stop it, and how to reach the perfect brain productivity Mother Nature gives. Hi, my name is David Clark. If you or one of your loved ones have been forgetting small things, or noticing you or them are neglecting important things, and are afraid that one day you might not be able to remember the faces of your loved ones anymore, then today, your world is about to change forever. Because you're moments away from a scientifically proven all-natural method that can finally improve and repair your brain health and functions 100% and give you back the sharp focus and perfect memory you once had with absolutely no surreal mental efforts, expensive drugs, or crazy brain exercises, and without having to face that dismissive look in your doctors ever again. So sit tight, because the answers I'm going to reveal in less than 2 minutes from now will change everything you ever thought was true about deteriorating brain cells. Your doctor is dead wrong. The real reason why your or your loved one's brain cells are slowly dying is not normal. Even though it's a condition that has affected so many innocent men and women, even at young ages, it has zero to do with hereditary genes, fatigue, your immune system, or age. No, the problem goes much deeper. The problem, as recent clinical evidence shows, backed by a dozen emerging reports, some even published in the Harvard Medical School's journal, is an imbalance of free radicals and antioxidants in the body, which slowly but surely leads to cell and tissue damage, wreaking havoc in your brain and on your overall cognitive health, while slowly lowering your cognitive functions. Have you ever wondered why every single year 200,000 Americans start to suffer from mild cognitive impairment, meaning their mental abilities are starting to decline? 20, 40, 60-year-olds, people that were simply abandoned by modern medicine, and yet there are men and women even in their late 90s with perfect brain focus. The answer is not for the weak of heart, but once you learn it, it will give you the key to finally stop this debilitating disease and regain your crystal clear thinking and mentality. Picture the day when you hit a bump in the road and you need to quickly find a solution for a problem, and almost instantly finding exactly what you need without second thinking. Never again having to forget little things or words, or have them on the tip of your tongue, or misplace keys, or lose your wallet. Never again having to feel the pressure, that annoying thought in the back of your mind, that you won't be able to remember the simplest thing during a conversation, and make a fool of yourself. Never again having to worry that one day you might forget the faces of your loved ones and be dependent on people you may not recognize for the rest of your life. Instead, you'll be a free man or woman who lives a beautiful, vivid life and enjoys every single moment of it. Just like millions of other men and women like you, who even in their late 90s still remember the tiniest details from their teen years. I know how shocking this sounds right now. Believe me, I truly do. After all, you've heard a gazillion different stories about your mental health over the years, and probably a lot of BS too. Your own doctor has probably sold you a lot of false or outdated information. Sure, they always had the best intentions in mind and were always happy to write you that prescription for a new drug, right? Even though your brain cells were slowly failing you every day, I say to you, no more of this. And no matter where you are, whether your brain deterioration was caused by external or internal factors like a hit on the head or incorrect alimentation, you have a duty to yourself to stay focused right here on this page. Because today, for the first time, your brain itself, along with every other aspect of your life, are guaranteed to change for the better. I promise. You'll supercharge your brain while improving your memory and focus. Your entire well-being will skyrocket with vitality and energy with this 100% natural, safe, and effective trick that has no side effects but delivers life-changing results. This scientifically proven method that you're about to discover is designed to specifically target the real root cause of brain deterioration by reactivating your natural protection mechanism that affects your brain cells instead of letting them systematically break. All these benefits come along with substantial improvements in both short-term and long-term memory and attention and focus improvement, guaranteed to add years or even decades to your life. So listen up, because time flies fast. The global brain recovery industry is worth $150 billion, and they're definitely not planning to stop their evil expansion. Absolutely not. The question is, what are you ready to do about it? The real question is, are you going to let them prey on you for the rest of your life while your worst nightmare becomes reality? I really hope not. Because what I have to share today is guaranteed to save each and every one of your brain cells and finally give you happiness and peace of mind. But please, don't take my word for granted. Look at some of the 96,300 success stories of this incredible breakthrough. Every day, my phone gets flooded with phone calls, texts, emails, WhatsApp messages, and they all say the same thing, that this program is guaranteed to work for any woman or man out there. So, let's get to it then. It's about time you set free from the fogginess you've been experiencing for too long. Like I said, I'm David Clark. Ever since I graduated from Harvard University, I only had one goal in mind: to research, help, and find a solution for people in need, and the domain I chose was neurochemistry. During my long career, I've worked with many prestigious doctors, professionals, and experts in their field, people who have shared my dream, and others who were too caught up in their classic treatment methods and didn't agree with my alternate way of thinking. I've seen and treated every single aspect related to brain cell deterioration, and I tried to help as many people as I could. I was also honored to have been part of an elite team of researchers and medical experts that discovered some of the most incredible breakthroughs for those terrible conditions. In my over 30 years of experience, I have helped over 7,200 Americans improve and ameliorate their mental state. I wanted to prove to myself and the entire medical community that brain deterioration can be stopped, and it's not a life sentence. I wanted to prove to them all that brain cell degradation can be stopped, even though every time I dared to mention this to one of my senior colleagues, they would laugh me out of the room. I never stopped. But before I go on, you should know why the 99% of the doctors consider cognitive deterioration normal, a condition that comes with age, they claim, even though it's affecting more and more of our younger population every day. And sure, to some extent, they are right. Over 10 million people in the United States suffer from brain degradation. More than 50% of our senior population experiences some kind of memory loss at some point, and this number is expected to significantly increase over the next decade. Now, this may seem commonplace, as all doctors you'll go to will tell you, but there is no way it is normal, as you'll see in just a couple minutes. Now, if you or one of your loved ones Started forgetting things or not recognizing faces, you know how vicious this disease can be. It affects every single aspect of your life, including your relationships. First, there are small details you tend to forget, like not picking up something from the grocery store, which you don't necessarily